Hi and welcome to Excel VBA School Management System. Okay guys, let me show you how this works. Right here we get the details of the candidate of the student, and here we have the guidance details, and over here that's information about the course and so on, and here information about the models. When I click on add, this should be added straight onto the system itself. Here if you click on the next tab, we have a list box here. Okay, I'm going to click on add new there, and let's go straight to the list box. Okay, right there we have the details of John Ruskin on the system. The other thing we can do is we can exit, or we can just reset the whole lot and enter other student details right there, or whichever you want. Let's say it's computer science, and this is the student's details, and the name happens to be, let's say, Tommy Jones, and here address. All we then need to do is click on add. Look at the name Tommy Jones. If you come in here, there's no Tom Jones in there, so just click on add. There we go. That should be added into the spreadsheet there. Now there we go, and all of this information you guys will be able to find it all on the spreadsheet. Let me open up the spreadsheet. And right there guys, those are the details of Tom Jones on the spreadsheet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on file. Let's select new and blank worksheet, and then let's select developer tab right here. Click on that, and that opens up Visual Basic here. Click on the Visual Basic menu, and this development environment pops up. Now let's go to insert right here. Click on insert, select user form, and there we go. That is your form there. I'm going to save this. Let's go to file and just save the whole project. Get that out of the way. Let's get hold of my folder. There we go, and I'm just going to call it school management. Both tab, yep, school management system, and it's going to be saved as, the file type is going to be known as Excel macro enable. Right there, Excel macro enable, and make sure it is selected, and then you click on save. There we go. Now I'm going to change the size of the form. Let's change it to 1040. The height, I'm going to make the height, let's make that about 800. There we go. Now I will then add the following. First of all, I'm going to add a multi-tab right here. Click, drag and drop. Okay, the multi-tab, right click on it and let's select, or we don't have to add anything, let's just rename it. So the name of this is going to be school system. That's the first tab, and if you want you can add a shortcut key to that. The choice is yours. If I add X, that's a shortcut key. Okay, and the next one here, right click and select rename and change that to student details. There we go, done. Now that is taken care of, let's just move this down a little bit more, and we need more room here. Come in here, just drag, yeah, something like that. Okay, now let's come in here, make sure the form, okay, the tab is there, is the toolbox. If the toolbox is not there, that's the icon for the toolbox. And I want the frame, grab a frame, drag it that much, and let's bring it down. right, that's good enough for me. And this very frame, I'm going to add another frame inside it. Let's come right in here, grab another frame, and just drag that or something like that. The choice is yours, how you want yours. You don't have to go through all this. Okay, and bring this here. And those frames, I'm going to get rid of the text content we have on them. Just get rid of that. Frame number 2, gone. Frame number 1, get rid of that as well, gone. As for frame number 1, I'm going to change the background color to something green. There we go. And the form itself, let's select the form. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the form. Grab the form, make sure the form itself is selected. I'm going to change the back color of the form to something green as well. There we go. So that's fine. Right, now let's add more frames. One more frame here, there, about that size. Get rid of the text content on it. And this very frame, I might as well copy it because I'm going to need more frames here. So one here, and another one right here. Let's move these and so that we can get that sorted. There. Right, so this is going to come right down. Let's bring it right down, all the way down here. Okay, then this very one, I'm going to copy that, copy, bring it down. Now I'm going to need 2 of those. 1 and 2 here. Okay, then we need one more frame down here. I'll move it this way. Okay then. And this very frame here, that is going to be a little bit wide. Yeah. And drag this much. Now, let's take care of the interface of all the frames. Now I'm going to come in here, I need a label. I also need a text box. The labels and the text box, hold on to your control. First of all, let's enhance the look of both component first. Just select that, make that. Okay, let's just increase that to about 18. Let's make sure it's visible. Yeah, that is fine. And hold on to the control, just click and drag. There we go. There. Now I'm going to need a couple more, so we need a bit of room here. So just drag. There we go. I'll be enhancing the look of that later on anyway. So 1, 2, 3. This is where one I'm going to get rid of that. That is going to be a combo box. Where is combo box here? Yeah, there we go. That's a combo box. There we go. That's fine. Now, I'm going to copy this very combo box. Hold on to your control, copy, and just dump it here. I'm also going to need a combo box here. There we go. And we need combo box right here as well. Yeah. Now, this very combo box, let it stay right up there. And we'd also need some of these. I think I'm going to need about 6 of those. Yeah, grab those, dump it right here. And I need text box. Yeah. And we have 5 now. This should be 6. And 1 here. Okay, we need 5 of those, yeah. So bring this here. Let's taking shape, though it looks a bit rough, but we'll get there. Bring this here, 5 of those. I may have to speed up the whole process of that. Then here I need another 5, and I also need 5 combo box anyway. I might as well. Yeah, 2 more here. Okay, bring all of these right here, and 1 combo box. Then we'll reduce the size of this combo box. Now we then need 5. That's 2 now. We have 4. I think there's 1 hidden somewhere here. Alright then. Okay, so over here we need 6 labels here and 1 combo box. Can grab that here. Okay, we need 1 combo box and text box and 1 text box. And over here we need 15 of those. That is and a combo box here. This is 6. Oh, I think we have more than we expected there now. Yeah, almost there. Okay, so that is fine now. So we need more. We need about 3 more for that. 1, 2, and 3. There. Then we need 15 of these. So we have 1 there. And we have 8 now. There we go. All done. Okay, now underneath here, I'm going to move these ones up a little bit. We should have copied. Yeah, move them up. And I'm just going to add frame there. There we go. Get rid of the text content in there. And let's select that. We need buttons. 3 of those actually. 1, 2, and 3. Alright. Okay, now let's come in here and tidy up things. So if I run it now, let's run it and you see how it's looking for now. So click on run. This is how it's looking. Looks pretty rough though, but let me make it look a little bit much better looking. And in here we start by entering, that is going to be student ID. Student ID there. ID, and the text box right in front of it, I'm going to call it TXT student ID. TXT student ID, no space. Then this is going to be first name. We have TXT first name. There. I reckon you guys get the whole idea. I'm going to speed that up so naming it shouldn't be of any problem. You now see how you enter the variable names. For another one here, let me show you another one again. TXT surname. And the text, the label right in front of it is going to be known as surname as well. There. And let's do one more thing before I go any further. You see here, I'm going to click on that, the second tab there. Okay, I think there's an error here. move everything in here. I'm going to copy everything that I have in here, copy it all, or maybe cut it off here and paste it right in here. It was meant to be in here. Good. Right, now here we're going to enter a frame right here, enter a frame there, and a label inside our frame. There we go. And the next thing is, let's look for a list box and add a list box in here. There. This label, I'm going to change the text content of this label to student details management system. And let's increase the font size of that to something readable. So come in here, look for the font and just change that to maybe about 30 something, maybe 38. Right there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to enhance the user form, then I will then get back to you guys. But right now, if I run it, this is how it's looking. So this is my second one, student details, and that is the school system itself. So let's enhance everything and I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, it's all done now, so it looks a bit much better. I'm going to let's run it and you guys see how it's looking. There, looks just how you expect it to look. Now what we want to do is I'm going to come right down here, double click on the form itself. You see right there we have form click. I'm going to change the form click to form initialize. There. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say call. I want to call my resets. That is the reset button. You might be wondering why am I calling the reset button, because most of my function is going to be right inside my reset button, so there's no point reinventing the wheel. Now the next thing is I'm going to call the multi-page dot value. The very first value is always 0, equals 0. And the multi-page that I'm talking about, I'm actually talking about a tab right here, so it's called multi-page. Look at it. Okay, so I'm calling the 0 one, and this is 1, this is 0. Okay, so double click on that. Let's go back in there. Now the next thing I want to do is, you see my combo box. No, let's take care of this first. You see this list box in there, you can see the name LST students. I'll just copy that. So I'm going to go back in here and write in there LST student. I'm going to say dot column heading, no column headings. That will be equals true, because I would like it to show some information for me from my workbook. Okay, now the next thing is I'm going to specify how many columns we're talking about here. So student dot LST student dot column count here. I'm going to make that 40, let's say 47. I'm going to count everything out later on. Now the other thing is I'm going to say students dot row source. The row source here is all the information that I'm looking for is going to be from my worksheet here. Okay, now if you go to the format and let's select name manager here, we should be able to get all the details that we want. 46 or 47 rows should give us a, you see right here, let's close this first. If we come right here, keep going, we should get about AS. Okay, so let's come in here, select that. So I'm going to select new. So in there I'm going to change all of these here. Right, I'm going to change that to A, and this one, this is going to be 2 instead of it to start from 1, I'm going to say start from 2, and 1 is going to be for my title. I'm going to enter another one, $sign, and that $sign I'm going to say A, then another $sign, and I will then enter up to, let's say, 65,356, okay, rows. So that is from A2 to A 65,000 plus. Okay, that's fine. No, it should be AS. I intend to use AS. There we go. I'm going to copy this though, because I will need it for my work for the form initialize. Click on OK. Okay, the syntax name is not valid. Okay, let's come in here and see. That is the name. I need to enter the name. I'm going to enter sheet number 1 in there. Okay, that should be valid now. There we go. It's now valid. It's right in there now. Okay, I can close that now. Go back to my user form, and in here I can now say the row source equals that I've just entered in there. Okay, that is my row source in there. I've just copied everything and I paste it right in here, so that is sorted. So take a good look at that. All right, now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to come right down here. My combo box, the 140 course, I'm going to say dot add, and what am I adding? I'm adding the following course. So the very first thing I'm going to ask you to select, let's just select a course. There, close that. And this selected course is already on my, if you guys notice, I've already pasted it on my combo box here. Look at it. Okay, so what I'm trying to achieve here is when you, that's it on the text box, when you select any course in here, it will populate all the information of the course right here. So that's what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, now let's go back to the program. Now I'm going to copy these just to list out all of the courses that I'm talking about. Now the next one is going to be, let's say we're going for BSc serious game. If you guys don't want, if you want to know about more about serious game, you can have a look at Westminster University London. You will get more information about serious game. It's a very interesting course. Have a look at it. You will love it. Okay, now come back in here. I'm just going to don't do that. Trying to take a shortcut. That's what happened. Copy and come right down here. And let's change the names of these around. So that is going to be, let's say, BSc Computer Science. I think the serious game they have it in PhD. For those of you who are interested in that, I'm one of those. And the next one I'm going to say BA animation. Then what other course do we have? We can have MSc in serious game. Why not? Then let's come right in here. Computer games. Yeah. Copy that, paste that here. And computer animation. Computer animation. We can have that in master's level as well, and in doctoral level. So let's change all of these to masters here and masters there. We just end up with a lot of programming. Okay, just one for the PhD. Let's paste one there for PhD. Delete all of these, or you can just call that research program. Or let's just put a PhD there. There, that's it. PhD, that's it, done. So if I run my program now, this is what you guys should see. Stop that. What is that? What's going on? Okay, here there's nothing in there yet. I'm going to comment that out for now. Let's see why. So run, drop this down, and there we go. So that is fine. Now let's see, let's exit out. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go back in here, exit, double click on the exit, and let's get the exit out of the way fast. In the case of exit, I'm just going to declare the following: dim I exit as maybe message box something, message, no, VB, I think it's VB message box, yeah, message box result. Now I exit, I'm going to say equals MSG box, and I want you to display the following message. Just enter confirm if you want to exit. All right, that is it, done. And we can enter comma VB question, yeah, plus VB yes no. Okay, then we can then enter title for it, school system. So that's fine. Okay, so that is taken care of. Move this so that you guys can see it. Now the next thing is I'm going to use an if statement. If I exit equals VBS, then unload me. Stop that, man. Unload me. Then and if. There. That is taken care of. Run the program. Try that out. Nope. Try that. Yes. Okay, let's go into this reset here. Double click on reset. There we go. Right in the reset, first of all, I'm going to declare two variables right inside this reset here. So the very first one, I'm going to say dim txt, and I'm going to dim another one. I'm going to dim this one as cbo. So those are my two variables in there. Now I'm going to use a for loop for each txt in frame number 2 dot control. So what I'm trying to do here is to be able to just use that very click function, just one single click, to get rid of all of the data inside the text box, inside each frames, or the text box component inside each frames. Then if type of txt is ms form dot text, the object, then I want this just txt dot text equals clear. There. And if. Now you will see the reason why I have called that in here. One of the reasons is I want to be able to clear some other functions in here and also re-upload them, especially these ones here. Okay, you will see what's going to happen now. So let's end that, and let me go back inside the code. Now in here, where is the code? There we go. First of all, let me take care of that of gender first. CBO gender dot clear. There. Now it's going to be easy for me, but before I do anything, because I've used a for loop, I have to get it next txt. There we go. That is it. Done. I'm going to copy this, all of these. That is for frame number 2. Let me show you guys the frame. This very frame in here. If you look at the name, that is frame 2. I'm going to take care of frame 3. This is frame 4, 5. I think this is 8. This is frame 7. Okay, this one is frame 6 here, right? So double click on this. So let's come back in here and paste. That is for frame number 3 there. In the case of frame number 3, I have, instead of me clearing gender, I do have guardian in there. So I'm going to change that to guardians. So that will surely clear the guardians. Now, frame number 4, come right down here. Oh, we need to also next this. Press enter and get it nested, else there will be an error. There we go. I better copy it all properly. Frame number 4, come down here. Frame 4, paste that in there. As for frame 4, I just want to call CBO course. I want to change the data in there, text, to that will be equals. Let's put that in there. Select a course. There. So that should take care of that. Now, frame number 5. Come down here, paste. For frame number 5, that is going to be a little bit tricky, but it's not that tricky. For first of all, let's change this to CBO, and this will become frame number 5, and the object instead of a text box is actually dot combo box. So I've just changed the object now, and in here this is going to be CBO there. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is a text. That's fine. CBO. Now for frame number 5, I'm going to clear all the combo box, which is cleared there. So I'm going to leave that on. No, let's do it this way. Let's say clear. I can just use this to get rid of all of this. Dot clear. Yeah, that should work. Now what else? The text content on it, I also want to clear dot text. I want to change every single text on it to no. And I also want it to add. Okay, so let's say CBO dot add item, and the very first item is going to be no as well. You might be wondering why. When I call it from the form load, you see why. So that makes life easier for you. There we go. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do now is, let me just show you guys what I've done so far. First of all, let's indent this. It looks a bit. Let's come right here and see. Yeah, and edit, I think, yeah, get it indented a little bit. All right, so let's come in here, but before I can run it, if I run it now, you won't be able to see anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to user form initialize. Remember, call my reset button here. So I'm going to get rid of the comments. All right, so if I run it now, we should be able to see in the first place the system will automatically call the reset button, and I should be able to see the combo box populated with no. So let's do that. You see that? Look at that. You see that? So I'm going to repeat exactly the same thing for this one, but in the case of this one, I'm going to use a for loop to generate numbers in there. With these ones, it's just exactly the same lines of code. All right, so now this is, let's check out the name of this individual. This is form 8, and this is frame 7, and this is frame 8. This is frame 5. Okay, let's go back in there, double click on it. I'm going to copy frame number 5, grab this and just paste that. I'm going to use that for 7 and come right down here, paste. I'm going to use this for 8. Let's get this indented. That would be for 8 there. In the case of 7, frame 7, I need to use a for loop in there so that I can generate numbers for myself. So in there I've already cleared it. That is fine. So the text content in there, I want it to be 0 because I want it to be numbers. Then let's use a for loop here. Get rid of all of this. We don't need this. So let's say for, let's say I equals 0 to 10. Yeah, you should get your PhD before that. So now COB dot add item, and the item is I there, and we also need to get it nested, else there will be an error. And right, that is fine. Now if I run it, you should be able to see zeros too. Let's run it and see. Look at that. Okay, the text is, oh, it's the wrong one. But all right, it's working. But let's come in there. Where is the code? Let's see where I enter the code. The number that I called. Oh, this is 7. Okay, that should have been 8, really. And let's change this one to 7. I like my stuff to be in order, so grab that. So that is for 8. I'm going to cut it off and just let's paste this one here for, let's say 7 in there. Now in the case of 7, I want every single one to have yes or no. No, I think yes, it should have yes or no. Yes, no, and there's one other thing, 2 other criteria that I want in there. Let me copy this, paste that in here. Yes, no, and complete. I want complete. Well, first of all, let's enter core unit in there, and I also want complete here, or completed. Yeah, completed. Grammatically, I think that's correct. Okay, now I'm going to save it. Let's run it and see. There we go. Now everything is in order. Yeah, that is fine. Look at that. Okay, so if I reset, the whole function is there anyway, so that's fine. So when I click on reset, look at that. Okay, I don't have to rewrite the code again, so this is very useful. I think I like it. Now this is taken care of. We now need to take care of this very one here. Okay, there's something here. You see the gender is now showing and the guidance information is now showing as well. So let's exit out. I'm going to go back straight to the reset. Double click on resets. There, those are the lines of code for reset. You see, it's very simple lines of code. Just copy and paste it, change things around. All right, so let's come down here. Look at it again. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 8. The 6th, that is the button. So let's come in here. I'm going to say CBO gender. No, first of all, okay, let's take care of gender. Why not? Gender dot add item. The very first one is going to be female, ladies first. Yeah. Then the next one is going to be male. Male. Remember, because the form initialized actually calls the reset, so that will display automatically. There we go. If you click on that, there. Okay. Now, so that is fine. Now let's take care of this very one here. Come back in here, double click on reset and go right down here. The next one is going to be CBO guidance dot add, and maybe the very first guardian, maybe let's say the dad or the mom. Let's go for mom first. Then let's go for dad. If dad is not in the pub, okay, come in here, dad. Right. And what else? What about maybe your big brother, sister, or whatever? Brother. Let's just copy this and paste. So we say sister. Let's change this to sister. Then we have maybe uncle here. And brother. Then maybe this one we just enter guidance in there. Guidance. Yeah, guidance can be anybody. There. That is fine. Okay, if I run it now, let's see how that's going to look like as well. There we go. Those are the information we want in there. So that's cool. Right. Okay, let's take care of add. Then we're going to come in here to take care of this as well. So I'm going to end it. And let's double click on the add button. And I will declare the following. So I'm going to say the work. So that's just like a workbook. That would be worksheet. Yeah. So that's one of the first variable I'm going to be using. The next one I'm going to call that add new as range. There. And what else? Now I'm going to set worksheet this WKS equals the very first worksheet, the worksheet that I have in here. I only have one anyway. So let's open up a bracket and just put that in there. Close that. Use uppercase here. There we go. So this should have been one. Worksheet 1. Now set add new. Let's make this uppercase. Yes, I know. I'm gonna make that uppercase. Add new equals worksheet dot range, and I ask it to range from A up to 65,356. There, close that up. Dot end, say end x1 up, xl up. Dot offset. Okay, let's say 1,0, so that we increment each of the rows. So down, let's say add new dot offset. Add new dot offset. That is going to be from 0, 0, that dot value, dot value, dot value, no, value, dot value. That is equals to my very first component there, and that is the student ID dot text. So We've got the very first one. I have about 46 in total, or 47 even. So grab this, come in here, paste, 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 paste. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now this is going to be first name. Change that to first name. Surname here. So what I'm doing now is calling every single component that I have on my user form. So when you click on that button, they will automatically add whatever data they have onto the worksheet. So this is going to be address. Now gender. The gender is now CBO gender. And after gender, have mobile. Then I have email. And I'll then speed this up now that you guys get the whole idea. Okay. And right there, those are the components that I have on my system. Take a good look at it. From student ID, bring it right down. And there we go. Right, I'm going to just select it all. It's up to here and get it indented. There we go. Tab. Okay, so that is taken care of. Now, one other thing that I need to do is whatever text or whatever data I have on my worksheet, I would like it to be displayed on the list box itself. So list box student dot, that is count, no, column count. The column count in total is 4. It's 46. Right. Then I also need the role source. Let me grab the role source in here. I have it on my, you guys can still recall I took care of this earlier, so I'm going to grab that. And let's come back in here, double click and paste that. I'll stop that. Come right down and paste it right here. There. Okay, but nothing will happen because I can add data into it, but there's nothing. There's nothing here. You see, all of these, if I click on add, all of this will be empty. Look. This is female there. Let's add something here. Yeah. And there is nothing here for now. So I'm just going to leave these ones the way they are. Maybe just add anything here. And change this. Okay, let's type in something here that you guys should notice. Yeah. And I'm going to click on add. There we go. I believe it's added something in there. So I'm going to come in here now. Exit out. Let's go to my worksheet. Where is the worksheet? There we go. Look at it. It's added something straight away onto the second frame here. Okay. So what I need to do with this worksheet is, if you notice the first frame, the first row, there's nothing in it. So this should be officially known as student ID, because I asked the system to start from 2. If you can still recall these codes here on the form load, there we go. Look at it. $A, $2, second row. Okay, so that's what's happening now. Now come in here. The next one is going to be first name. And now we have to, I'm going to have to speed that up because it's a lot. Surname, change that. Then we have address in here. We have what else? After that, we have gender. Okay, I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys shortly. Okay, guys, finally finish up with the title for each column. So let's select it all and kind of like make it bold. Maybe let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, that is okay by me. So, and this, I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of all of that. It doesn't make any sense. Save that. Let's go back to the user form. Okay, here on this user form, I'm gonna come in here now. You see, when I run the program, I want the user to be able to select any of these that I have in here. I have one, two, okay, in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot. 9, 10. Okay, I have 10 of those in here, so that means we need to write some more codes. So I'm going to come in here, double click on that there. So right in here, I'm going to enter as follows. So if CBO calls dot text equals BSC serious game, I think it should be serious games. Yeah, with an S. Let's put an S to it. Then I want the following: txt course dot text. No. Dot text equals the course code. I'm gonna call that BSC serious game 0, maybe 001. Yeah, close that. There we go. Now the next one is going to be faculty. There should be an A there. Faculty dot text equals, let's say, school of computer science. Yeah, that is 2. And 3, that is going to be txt dean dot text, and that is going to be equals, let's call it professor Tony Montana. Right, close that. There we go. And we have 2 more. Let's see, how many do I have in there? 1, 2. Okay, I have 2 more. There we go. Okay, I'm now going to copy this for the next condition, that is, let's use an else if what is the next one called? Let's go into form load, and the first is serious game. The next one is this BSC. Let me just grab all of these so that instead of coming back here, just grab all of them and paste it in there. Where is it? Paste it right underneath here. There. Okay, we've taken care of. Now we're taking care of BSc computing. If it's BSc computing, we need to change all of this information. So this one will become CS. That's the course code. And we have to change the program leader, or maybe we should change this one here. So let's change this one to Dr. Femi. Yeah, Femi Lagos. Right. So the Montana is still the professor for that faculty or dean of faculty. Okay, let's copy all of this again. I can delete this now. Let's subtract 1, paste for the next one, and the next one is animation. Cut that off and just paste it in here. I can also delete that now. Animation is taken care of. Delete. And in the case of animation, we're going to call that the course code is going to be BA, let's say A001. And who is in charge? The school is going to be the School of Art. And the professor for that, let's change this one to maybe Sally something. Sally Wymo. Yep, Sally Wymo. And that is the thing. Sally Wymo. And here. Let's say Ellen something here. Got Ellen Frog now. Then Frog now, something like that. And here the course tutor is Dr. Rebecca. Or we can just say Becky or Rebecca. Rebecca Oko. I think that's an H, something like that. Right. So what test do we want? We want the next one. We have serious game. No, get rid of serious game. I've already done that. Computer game. So copy this, paste this in here. Computer game, BSc computer game, paste that in here. Get rid of all of this. So I'm not going to bother change much. So this one can be maybe Peter Pan. That's fine. Peter Pan, and this one is Yemi Ade, something like that. Okay, that's the school. What about the course code? No, the school is, that's computer games. The school is going to be inside computer science. So let's grab this. And maybe you should have a computer game. School of computer games. Yeah, let's make up a school for it. Computer games. BSc computer game. Computer games. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. Change. Yeah, that's fine. But let's change this as well to Ali Suleiman. Right. Copy, paste. The next one. Animation. Animation can be in the School of Games as well, so leave that there. So, we need to change this course code. BSc Computer Game. SC Computer Game. And this is Computer Animation. BSc Computer Animation. And it's in that school. Suleiman is in charge. And the course leader here is, let's say, Harry. Dr. Harry Brown. Okay, and here we can call that Dr. Khan Raj Khan. Yeah, okay, we are almost there. I have two more. Oh, three more. Okay, change that around as well. Paste. This is masters, right? Grab the masters master program. Drop that in there and change this to an M. A school of game as well. Let me put myself in charge here. No, I'll put myself here. I am the professor. Yeah, that's me. And here is going to be Miriam. Miriam Holy Way. And here we just change that to what? Felix. Felix King. Whatever. Right. Get rid of these. Done. Two more. Delete. Grab this as well. Paste. And that is animation. Copy. Paste that in here. MSc computer animation, and this one should be G. Okay, that's correct here, and let's just assume these guys are in charge of that as well. Now the last one, PhD. Come right down here, paste. For the PhD program, PhD in computer science or whatever, PhD in, let's say it's in games. PhD is in games, but that means I need to put an, yeah, the PhD, I need to complete that as well. Let's leave this one out and change this one to John Johnson. And here Hall SSSE. Hall Sesame, whatever. Okay, that is it done. So computer game, I need to change that. I also need to change. Let's come in here. Where's the form load? Inside the form load, two things has to be changed. This was changed to serious games, and this becomes PhD computer games, right? PhD computer games. I think that's it. So I believe it's all taken care of now. So let's come in here, double click on that so that you guys see the codes. Double click on it. There we go, guys. So I'm going to run it, and let's give that a try and see how it's going to work. Run. Select this. We have an error. Oh, and if. Come on, man. And if. Right. Run again. Okay, still running. Stop that. Run. Select a name here. Oh dear. Who is that? Course. Let's see. I have. Let's go in here. This is this. Let's see what they call course code. Oh, okay. Double click on that. Course code. All of this is called course code. Course code here as well. TXT course code, and here course code here as well. Hopefully Let's hope the error is all gone now. All right, look at that. Yeah, I'm very pleased with myself. That is good, guys. So now let's enter some data in here. So the student ID, that's the student ID, and the name of the student happens to be, let's say, Santana, and his surname happens to be Santana Montana. Address of Santana Montana, 54 Denton Highway, Dallas Fort Worth. So come in here, male, date of birth, let's call that 0694, and here mobile number 555 whatever 12, and that is going to be S. Okay, let's say Santana gmail.com. Okay, and guidance, let's say, is Big Brother. That is let's say that's Roy Montana. Address, the same thing, Denton Highway, 555, and that is Roy at gmail.com. All right, he is taking, let's say, he's taking a games, let's say games unit, a master's, and here is an home student. He's not on scholarship and he's in his first year. And here, some of the serious unit is games as a core unit, and object-oriented programming, graphics. There's only going to be about 4 units there. Let's say there we go. And that's it. So decision time. Click on add new. There we go. And let's see what. So let's see what we have in here. There we go, guys. Look at that. All the information are right in here. There. That is it. Santana Montana's details. And let's look at our spreadsheet as well. Right there, guys. Those are the details of Santana Montana. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it. Please do subscribe to my channel, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There are a lot of benefits if you're a member. And for those guys who are member of the channel, thanks a lot for your support. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and you all have a nice day now. And bye for now.